Hello and welcome, my dear friends. Class 8th ABC. So, my dear students of class 8, today we commence with Unit 5 from Oxford Revised New Pathways, an interactive course in English. And today we shall begin with Unit 5, Man and Machine. This is sort of a unit which is concerned with science fiction stories. Okay. And to begin with, Section 1, the Diamond Maker, page number 114. 114. So, please, guys, open your book, the course book of English, and take out page number 114, Unit 5, sorry, Man and Machine, Section 1, the Diamond Maker. In this unit, we shall be reading about a scientist who had devoted years attempting to make artificial diamonds. Let's see. So, I will be reading out the story first. Huh? Shall I begin? Ready, guys? Children? I was in Chancery Lane at about 9 in the evening. After a hard day's work, I had a little headache and was not interested either in entertainment or any more work. I decided to move away from the noise and go down to the embankment. What is an embankment? That is a street along the north bank of River Thames in central London. And rest my eyes and cool my head by watching the multicolored lights upon the river. Through the arches of the Waterloo Bridge, one can watch different colors of light as well as the towers of Westminster. A warm night, said a voice at my side. I turned my head and saw the side of a man who was leaning over the parapet beside me. What is a parapet? It's a railing along the edge of the bridge. It was a sophisticated face, handsome, though tired and pale. So, children, what do you mean by sophisticated? Sophisticated means stylish, refined, and complex looking. Now we move on to page number 115. 115. I looked at him curiously. Would he have anything to tell me? He looked intelligent. Very warm, said I. But not too warm for us here. No, he said, still looking across the water. It is pleasant enough just now. It is good, he continued after a pause, to find anything so relaxing in London. After one has been worrying about business all day, I don't know what one would do if it were not for such a pacific corners. Pacific here especially means peaceful or soothing. He spoke with long pauses between the sentences. Sometimes I doubt if it is of any importance. I feel like throwing away everything name, wealth, and position and do a small business. He became silent. I looked at him in astonishment. If ever I saw a man hopelessly poor, it was a man in front of me. He was ragged and he was dirty, unshaven, and unkempt. He looked as though he had been left in dustbin for a week, and he was talking to me of the wearisome worries of the large business. I almost laughed outright. Either he was mad or playing a sorry joke on his own poverty. The disadvantage of being in a higher position, said I, is that you have to work hard and have to worry a great deal. But the advantage is that you can help the poor. It gives a lot of satisfaction. He looked at me and said, "You won't understand." After a moment's silence, he spoke again. "No doubt it is very strange. You will not believe me, even when I tell you. I feel it is quite safe to tell you, and it will be a comfort to tell someone. I really have a big business in hand, a very big business. But there are problems now. In fact, and the fact is, I make diamonds." "I suppose," said I, "you are out of work just at present." "I'm tired of people not believing me," he said with irritation. Then suddenly he buttoned his ruched coat and pulled out a little canvas bag. It had a cord round its neck. It, he opened it and took out a brown paper. "I wonder if you know enough to know what that is." He handed it to me. So, guys, this ends page 115 and begins with page 116, 116. And I shall be continuing the reading of the lesson for you. First 3 pages at least. A year ago, in my free time in London, I had studied for a science degree, so I had a bit of knowledge about physics and mineralogy. Mineralogy is a study of minerals, obviously, the name itself suggests. This thing looked like an uncut diamond of a darker type. I saw it was too big and had a shape of a regular octahedron. What is an octahedron here? A geometrical shape with 8 sizes or 8 faces. Octa means 8. I took out my penknife and tried to scratch it. I could not do it. I went under the light and tried it on my watch glass. The glass got scratched easily. I looked at it with rising curiosity. It certainly is rather like a diamond, but if so, it is a very big diamond. Where did you get it? "I made it," he said. "Give it back to me." He put it back in his jacket. "I will sell it to you for £100, he suddenly whispered. This made me suspicious again. I felt it could just be a lump of some hard substance called corundum. Corundum is a naturally occurring transparent material, which is the crystalline form of aluminium oxide, that also resembles a diamond. If it was a diamond, how did he find it, and why should he offer me it for £100? We looked into one another's eyes. He looked honest. At that moment, I believed it was a diamond he was trying to sell. "Kit, I am a poor man and cannot waste £100. No sensible man would buy a diamond by a dim light from a tramp. for such a time. So he's a beggar. But a diamond of that size would cost many hundreds of pounds, many thousands of pounds, maybe. How did you get it? I asked him. I asked again. I made it, was his reply. I had heard something of Moissan. Moissan was a French chemist and a Nobel Prize winner. He attempted to make synthetic diamonds. But I knew his artificial diamonds were very, very small. So I shook my head. You seem to know something of diamonds. I will tell you about myself, perhaps. Then you may like to buy it. He turned round with his back to the river. He put his hands in the pocket. He sighed. I know you will not believe me. Diamonds, he believed, are to be made by throwing carbon out of combination in a suitable flux. What is a flux? It's a chemical mixture. And under suitable pressure, and carbon crystallizes. Crystallization is the process of making solid crystals. So the carbon crystallizes out not as black lead or charcoal powder, but as small diamonds. Now I was surprised. He was talking like an educated man. He continued. So much has been known to chemists for years, but no one has yet found out how to have the right pressure for the best results. Therefore, the diamonds made by chemists are small and dark and are worthless as jewels. Now, have given up my life to this problem, given my life to it. So, this ends with 116th page. In the next lecture, we begin with page number 170. I hope this might have created a bit of curiosity in your mind. Okay, guys. So, in my next lecture, I will be reading out the next 3 pages of the lesson, same lesson. Name of the lesson I already told you. The Diamond Maker, written by H.G. Wells, and the unit is Man and Machine. So, guys, that's all for today. By that time, goodbye and good luck. Take care of yourselves.